Hi everyone, in this session I am going to present simulation of diode clippers using LTSpice. So before entering into the simulation part, I will briefly explain the diode clippers, what is diode clipper, different types of diode clippers and their operation. Then I will particularly explain the simulation of positive diode clipper using LTSpice. So the diode clipper is a circuit which is used to clip a particular portion of the input signal. So that depends, there are different types of diode clippers available that we will see one by one. So what you are seeing here is the positive diode clipper circuit. The clipper circuits are also called as limiter circuit, therefore this circuit can be called as positive limiter also. So from this figure we will now analyze the operation of the circuit with the help of this figure. The circuit has series resistor R1 and load resistor RL. Diode is connected across the load. Now during the positive half cycle of the supply, the diode will get forward bias. So until 0.7 volt it can be treated as open, and therefore the voltage which will appear across the load resistor will be 0.7. So after 0.7 volt the diode will start conducting, current will start flowing through the circuit as shown. The current is marked, the current flow direction is marked here. This is how it is going to work. So during the negative half cycle of the supply, the diode will become reverse bias. That means the diode will appear to be open to the load resistor. Output during the negative half cycle will be as such that of the input. That is what presented here. Have a look at the equation for the output voltage. It's a very straightforward equation. If you have a look at the circuit, it is simply can be treated as a voltage divider equation, right? The equation which is presented here is the voltage divider equation. V out is equal to RL divided by R1 plus RL into Vn. Let's have a look at the negative clipper circuits. The connection of diode is changed. The only thing which is changed here is the connection of the diode. In the positive clipper, anode of the diode is connected to point A and cathode of the diode is connected to ground. But here in this case, cathode of the diode is connected to point A and anode is connected to the ground. So during the positive half cycle, what will happen? The diode is reversed biased, therefore the diode will appear to be open to the load resistor, and output voltage will be same as to that of the input, and the waveform will be appearing exactly as similar to that of input. During negative half cycle the same thing will happen. The diode will started conducting after 0.7 volt, that means minus 0.7 volt, so that minus 0.7 volt only will be appearing at the output during the negative half cycle. So a portion of the input waveform is clipped in the negative clipper. Similarly, if you go and have a look at the positive clipper, the same thing, a portion of the positive waveform is being clipped. This is how it is supposed to be, and that portion is clipped. For example, that irrespective of the amount of voltage you are applying, peak to peak, it doesn't matter. It will be only 0.7 volt in the positive clipper and minus 0.7 volt in the negative clipper. Now we will see the biased clipper circuit. So the basic difference between the clipper circuit and the biased clipper circuit is nothing but a bias source, DC bias source, which is connected in series to the diode, and this polarity of the battery is also very important, right? Now in the positive clipper, what is this? Here if you have a look at it, a battery source is connected there and the voltage is V bias. Therefore, for example, let us say that we have the input of 10 volt peak to peak. In the negative it is going to be minus 10. In the normal case this is only 0.7 volt. For example, if your V bias is, let us say that your V bias is 2 volt, Therefore, the output which you are going to obtain during the positive half cycle will be V bias plus 0.7, that is nothing but 2.7 volt. So this is the difference between normal clipper and biased clipper. So that will be the same case for the negative biased clipper also. In the negative biased clipper, the connections are as shown, and have a look at the battery terminals. In the previous case, positive is connected to cathode of the power supply, cathode of the diode. The diode is turned around in the negative clipper, and the polarity of supply is again different here, right? So these are all the things to be taken care while doing the simulation also. We are going to do the simulation. We are going to do the simulation of the circuit which is shown here. We will take all the parameters and values as given in this diagram. So you have to do the calculation in order to know what will be the voltage appearing here. So we will move on to LT-Spice and see how to do the simulation of positive clipper circuit using LT-Spice and to obtain the input and output waveforms. Open LT-Spice, go to File and create new schematic. New schematic is appearing here. In order to do the simulation, you need a source. First I will take one diode. So you click on this symbol to get a diode, place the diode. This is a direction how we have to keep the diode. Then press escape, right click on the diode. Okay, I will explain again. Right click on the diode, pick new diode. So the first diode which is shown here, 1N914, is a diode which is given in that circuit. So I am picking that one. Now your diode name is changed. We need a source. So for that, go to component and you can search here for source. It is appearing voltage here, so you can take this voltage, right? It is not the source. You have to go and search for voltage, or you can pick voltage from here, place voltage here, escape and right click on voltage, go to advanced. This is not the DC voltage value, we need AC, so go to advanced, select sine. It is showing the values. You need to select 10 volt and the frequency is 50 Hertz. Let us put 50 Hertz here. You don't have to fill any other data here. Just click OK. So this is showing the parameters now. Now we need resistance. Select resistance. We need two resistance. I will place one here and I will place one here. Press escape. Put the value for the resistor. Resistor ohm. This is 10 ohm resistor. Okay. This is 100 ohm resistor. Okay. Now you need to pick this resistor in order to move the resistor alone, right? So for that you can take the hand to drag it. You can select this and you can go and rotate this resistor. So you can select the whole thing to move it up again. Then you go back. We want to connect them. So here is the connector. Put the connector. Connect all of them as such that of what you have seen. Connect them all properly. I am connecting all the components. Now the connection is all done. We need to connect one ground. Take one ground and place it. Press escape. Then select the connector again and connect the ground. So with this the circuit connections are done. We need to do the simulation of the circuit. So for that we will go to simulate, run, select this. Now we are going to do the transient analysis. Okay, we are going to do the transient analysis. I will do it once again. Go to simulate, click on run, a new window will appear. We are going to do the transient analysis. If you have a look at it, I mean I put 50 Hertz for the frequency. So one full cycle will get completed in 20 milliseconds. So here I am going to put 40 milliseconds to see 2 cycles. You don't have to do anything else here. You just simply click OK and the window is appearing here. I have made some changes to make it white, that I will show you again. So now when you go and click here, it will show the input. When you place it at the output side, it will show the output voltage, or you can measure that at this point as what is mentioned in that diagram. So but I don't want to put them all in the same diagram, so I want to remove this. So what I can do is I will go to edit, delete, and I will cut this one. So that will remove my second waveform. Just to remove this, I will put a new trace here. Add a plot pair. Okay, we need to add a plot pair, and in the pan only we have to add the new one. So add trace here, select VN002, that will show you the output. Okay, you click on to close this one. This is showing the input and output voltage waveform. So if you have a look at the output voltage, input and output voltage, the input voltage is touching the line 10 volt here, and it is touching the line minus 10 volt here. This is not really touching the line. We have calculated the value already. The value is something different. So this is what we are, I mean if you go and check this value, it would be 9.09 volt. I will show you some more settings here for this waveforms. So you can add grid here. In order to analyze it more clearly, you can add the grid. So here by default this waveform window is having a black background. In order to change the black background into white like this, what you need to do is you need to go to tools, go to color preference. I will show you how did I change the background color. See, it is when you are moving the cursor here, it is showing click here to change the background color. So you click there. If you put all of them 0, it will automatically become black. So you put them all here, 255, 255, 250, automatically that will change. Similarly, you can change the color of the trace. See, when you click on the trace, you can change its color. I put it red. You add green, it will become yellow. You add blue, it will become violet, or you make it blue and move it this, automatically the colors will change. This is how you can change the colors. So these are all the things we need to know. Now go to graphic. In the graphic also you can change the color of the background. It became white, right? But some of them are not properly visible here. So by keeping it, you can keep the window like this so that it will appear. But for us now, we don't have the capacitor, we can keep it white, and I can apply this to have it in the white background. Okay. You press OK. Now the simulation is done. We have obtained the output. So what do we need is to copy the waveform and the circuit diagram. So you can make it bigger, full screen, and you can go to print this waveform actually. Right, there are several ways to copy this. Either you can, but I prefer to print this waveform. You can save the plot setting, but go to print. Since I have installed a PDF, it is showing PDF. You may have different options, so you just go and click on OK. It is asking me to save it. I am in the AEC lab, so I will save Clipper waveforms and I will save it. So here you see my waveforms. Since I put it black and white, it is coming like this. Actually you can make it color printing in order to get it properly. Okay, so this is the output waveform which I am obtaining by doing the simulation. This is what you are supposed to get also. Okay, and then now you can go to minimize this window. You can copy the circuit in several ways. You can go again. Either you can use a snipping tool to copy the circuit with all these values, and you can copy and paste it to a Word file. Or you can go to file and print. So this will print your circuit, right? And you can go and save your file here. You can use the name here, Clipper, or any suitable name which you like to. Okay, I am saving it as Clipper circuit so that I can make use of it. So I hope this video is useful to do the simulation of positive Clipper circuit, and you can do the negative Clipper and other Clipper circuits in the similar way, and you can get the result.